guys, it's Cardude2 here, and today we're going to be making tea, or more specifically oolong tea, black tea, and green tea. Tea dates back to the 6th century BC, and it was first used for medicine and to treat things like a hangover, diarrhea, and poison ivy. Now let's see the teas we will be tasting. Here we have the fancy Tiguani tea, which is an oolong tea. Next is the Yunnan puree tea, which is a black tea. And finally we have the flower prosperity tea, which is a green tea. First, you're going to add the tea to your tea bag or kettle, whichever one you're going to be using. And zip it up. For this tea, I've already prepared it. And for this tea, I don't even need it. I can just do this. Right? Tea, whether white, green, oolong, black, or puree, is made from the same plant, the Camellia sinensis. But different types of tea plants have different flavors, just like grapes are used to make wine. Also, how the tea leaves are dried and processed make a big difference. After a tea leaf is picked, you can let it brown, just like a cut banana, before drying it. This is called oxidation. The more oxidized the tea leaves are, the darker the tea you make will be. Then you add the hot water to your cup or tea to steep your tea. I would say heat the water to boiling point unless instructed otherwise. For example, the blossom tea, which my instructions say to use water near boiling point. Now the water is boiling. I'm going to pour it into these teacups, and while I do that, I'm going to tell you some fun facts about tea. Tea originated in southern China when the Chinese Emperor Shennong was sitting beneath a tree while his servant boiled drinking water, when some leaves from the tree blew into the water. Shennong, a renowned herbalist, decided to try the infusion that his servant had accidentally created. The resulting drink was called tea. Boxes of tea were found dating back to the Han Dynasty, which started in the 2nd century BC. Tea was not popularized in China until the Tang Dynasty, the 6th century AD. It became such a favorite that during the late 8th century, a writer called Lu Yu wrote the first book entirely about tea, the Cha Qing, or Tea Classics. It was shortly after that the tea was first introduced to Japan that Japanese Buddhist monks who had traveled to China to study tea drinking has since become a vital part of Japanese culture, as seen in the development of the tea ceremony, which may be rooted in rituals described by the Cha Qing. In Chinese language, black tea is called Hong Cha and green tea is called Lu Cha. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Here is what the flower of prosperity looks like fully opened. Now the tea is ready to drink! First, the oolong tea. I chose the fancy tea tea because of how the leaves look. Leaves of this tea are usually either rolled into long curly leaves and others are wrapped curled into small beads. Like this one. It's very earthy and it's very nutty. Next we have the Yunnan puree, which is a type of black tea. It is the most oxidized tea and also sometimes aged. Wow, this tastes like horse manure! The black teas are usually processed in either two ways. Crush, tear, curl method, CTC for short, or orthodox method. The CTC method is commonly used for tea sold in tea bags because it can make a consistent product for lower quality leaves. Orthodox processing is either done by machines or hand. Hand processing is usually done for high quality teas. Like this one. Finally, we have the Flower Prosperity Green Tea. As you can see, I am brewing this very special tea in a glass pot because it's a flowering tea. This tea has been hand-tied into a ball, and as it steeps, the ball opens to show the herbs and dried flowers. This kind of tea also comes from the Yunnan province. I think this would be a great tea to make for your mom on Mother's Day. Well, everyone, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers!